Hello, my name is Zero. Who you're seeing on the screen right now is Weevil, and I hate him. This video is going to go over the multitude of reasons why I despise Weevil Underwood and why he is my least favorite character in the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Number 1, my first reason, his design. Now, I'm not going to go and say the art style of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is bad, because it's not. In fact, most characters look very well designed, and I like their designs a lot. Weevil is just lame in all versions. His outfit does not really look that good. The glasses don't really mesh well with anything. Look, he just does not look appealing to look at whatsoever. His hairstyle is lame. The green hair just makes him look like a worse version of Season 0 Kaiba. In Season 0 Kaiba, it looks pretty similar, just better in every way, in my opinion. Like, even his best friend Rex, in my opinion, just has a better design. I don't even hate Rex. I don't even like Rex, but I don't hate him as much as I do Weevil. Because I'm pretty sure they show Weevil more than Rex. In fact, Weevil is the first Duelist Kingdom duel we ever see. And we start off the arc. Like, get on Yugi for cheating as much as we want, but we start off the Duelist Kingdom arc of Weevil just being unlikable. First of all, throws Exodia off the boat, and we never get to see Exodia used by Yugi again. So basically, because of Weevil, Exodia could have been way cooler because we could have saw him more often. Now, I'm not saying he should have been the ace play for Yugi every single time, because no. Yugi simply having to draw 5 cards in his hand and he wins the duel every single time, I don't think he should have that, but at least have that be in his arsenal. I would at least like it that if Yugi had that option, or that Exodia can just still be a force to be reckoned with that someone can worry about for Yugi having. Like, he's not going to draw it all the time, but at least something that Yugi can have at the ready. I'm pretty sure Exodia is stronger than all 3 Egyptian gods, since he was messing with Zork, and he was doing better. Like, he was actively pushing Zork back. They had to seal him and put him in pieces. Compared to the Egyptian god cards, where they just got turned into stone, but they were still pretty preservable. What I'm trying to say is Weevil took a pretty cool opportunity for Exodia to be like a more story-relevant character or card that Yugi had. Could have been really cool and story-relevant. He basically just gets ridden out of the story for like the entirety of the arc. We see him one time where the Rare Hunter uses it against Joey and was cheating. And he uses it against Yugi and loses. And then we see Exodia and Necros, and then we see him come back for the finale fighting Zork, which I think that was a cool moment. But I still think that we should have seen at least a slight bit more of Exodia. But this is about my hate. Weevil, and basically, I don't like how Weevil basically just took that opportunity away from Exodia. And yeah, also, his cards don't look cool either. His design isn't that cool looking, and his cards aren't good either. They are good, like in anime-wise, they're viable cards. But design-wise, they're just boring. Like, he has a basic insect as one of his cards that he can, trick the opponent into thinking it's just worthless. Which, sure, that's cool and all, but there are multiple other monsters that look way better designed that are still simple looking. Like, I prefer 90% of Karibos in existence looking better than that basic insect, bro. Wall Shadow looks better than that. Like, I get that they're bugs, they're supposed to be ugly, but they can still look cool while being ugly. His cards just don't look like that. They're viable, but they're not cool looking. I usually never really enjoy the duels that he's in. Because number one, his voice in the dub, because I primarily watch dub, is annoying. His sub voice, I don't know, it's kind of like, it's not worse than his dub voice, because his dub voice is horrendous. Like, I guess they were trying to make him sound unlikable, which if they did a good job. That voice is terrible. Like, he sounds like what Noah Kaiba would sound like. Or he sounds like just a higher pitched version of Noah Kaiba. It's not a bad voice, but it slightly doesn't really match Weevil and how he acts. Which acts like a piece of shit. But both voices, I don't really mess with them. The only reason I say that they should keep Weevil in the series is because if they took him out, then we wouldn't have one of the most iconic overkill moments in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Duro Monster Cardo. We wouldn't have that whatsoever. But yeah, both his card design and his overall character design isn't really that appealing to look at. But without further ado, time to get into the next part. Alright, now we're on to my second issue. Besides just the visual things, his actual writing. Yeah, I don't like his actual writing. He gets a lot more screen time during the Ori Calicos arc, or the season 4. So I'm gonna talk about this mostly, and yeah, I don't feel bad for him, bro. I did not feel bad when he lost his soul. He really went out of his way to make fun of Yugi getting his soul taken. He deserved what came next. Like, he brought that upon himself. Both Rex and Weevil, I don't really forgive anything they do afterwards. Like, I just don't, like, how do I say this? I don't really think that they should be brought back or given any form of sympathy. Because they are just mad just because Yugi and Joey beat them and stole their spotlight. Which, first of all, you two were assholes anyways. Because second a kid comes over and says, "Can I get an autograph?" Say, "Yeah, we'll give you an autograph, but you gotta give us your rarest card." Like, haggling a kid out of an autograph. They got beat up by the kid's brother. Which makes sense. You can't just do that, bro. You can't just do that and expect to get off scot-free. I'm like, yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that. I also don't think Rex is that good of a character either. Like, because he suffers some of the same issues as Weevil. Because some of his cards are just kind of boring looking, like the dinosaurs. I do still think his deck is more enjoyable to look at, because he had Red Eyes, which Red Eyes is dragon type, not dinosaur, but I don't know, man. His deck is still more enjoyable to look at from a visual perspective, but on a writing perspective, I don't enjoy them. They have the nerve to try and blame Yugi for them getting washed. It's not Yugi and Joey's fault that y'all are washed. Y'all are just not that good at the game anymore, bro. Y'all lost, and y'all didn't do anything to preserve your titles. Y'all just kept losing. So naturally, nobody's gonna care about you if you just keep losing every single duel you're in. There's no reason for us to want to remember you. You lose every duel. I'm pretty sure we've only seen Weevil win a singular duel, and that was the second episode of the series. Against Rex. After that, he never wins a single duel. All he does is just be on hater activity trying to steal the Egyptian god cards, which he can't even use because he just died from trying to use them. As we saw with Ra, when Odeon tried to summon it, he almost died. So reasonably, they can't even use them. And also, they really just expected that they'd beat Joey and Kai, or not Kai, I keep saying Kai. Joey and Yugi just because they got the Orichalcos, or well, Joey and Atem, but you get what I mean. Thinking you were gonna win just because you had a card that is a detriment to both players because someone basically dies. Like, basically, their body will go limp. So, you basically put your entire life at risk just so you can get some better cards, bro. Also, they basically just joined the equivalent of a cult leader just to beat two people at a card game. Which both of the, well, I mean, not Rex. Rex is slightly a bit off the hook because he didn't cheat. I'm pretty sure we've never seen him cheat. Compared to Weevil, who had a deserved downfall. Since he cheated before the tournament even started, he straight just stole the rulebooks when he wasn't supposed to. And then he still lost. Like, you say, oh, Yugi cheated, this and that. Weevil cheated first. Yugi cheating is, number one, he had a good reason to. He had to save his grandpa. And number two, Weevil he did deserve to just get some sort of comeuppance. I don't like seeing these two every single arc because realistically, I'm pretty sure at least a chunk of Dawn of the Duel would not have happened if these two didn't go in and try to steal the Egyptian god cards, bro. Because Yami Bakura would not have had it so easy to just straight rob Yugi of not the cards, but the Millennium items. It would not have been super easy. Bakura would have had to find Yugi's house, go inside the house, sneak in perfectly, and then go and grab the bag. Compared to after stupid ass Weevil and Rex steal them by accident and just take off running, and then Bakura just easily takes them. Which also, small tangent, or not tangent, but side note, Bakura really should have taken those Egyptian god cards. It would have been way harder for Yugi and Atem to defeat him if they didn't have the Egyptian gods. I'm pretty sure they would somehow clutch it up, but the only reason he lost was due to Atem fusing all three together. If he had them in the first place, that would never have happened. If he just took everything from Yugi, like everything, then there wouldn't have been an issue. But overall, the writing of Weevil and Rex, but mostly Weevil, is not that good. I don't like how they're written. But let me go on and move to the final exhibit of this sort of trial. Okay, now on to the final exhibit, which is Weevil just isn't really someone you would find interesting. He has no redeeming qualities, not interesting. His dueling strategy is annoying. His cards are just ugly. Not only that, most of his duels that we see are not really that interesting. Like, besides the Atem first Weevil duel, which, yeah, I get it, he doesn't have a lot of duels. He only has, like, 2, but actually, no, 3. He actually has more than Rex, I'm pretty sure. The point is, none of his duels are really enjoyable to watch. They're just boring. Like, his duels are more boring than any of them. I'd rather watch episode 1 Kaiba versus Yugi than Weevil versus Yugi in Duelist Kingdom. Or Weevil or Atem versus Yugi during season 4. Which the fact that he only has 2 mainline canon duels and one of them is just filler just shows how even the story does not care about this man. Like, I don't even know why they brought him back from Millennium World. I guess they had to keep the story. I feel like they really should have just not brought those two back. They don't bring anything to the table. They're not cool, they're not enjoyable, their voices suck, their names aren't even that cool, bro. Rex Raptor and Weevil Underwood. Those don't sound cool at all, bro. Even their Japanese names don't sound cool. Like, Insector Haga does not sound cool, bro. Insector just sounds stupid. But I know this part of the trial is a bit shorter. But yeah, overall, I hate Weevil. He's not enjoyable to watch. He is my least favorite character in the entire series, if not the entire franchise. And yeah, that's gonna be my overall thoughts. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Zero. I will see you later. Goodbye.